Corbin! Dude,
What?
what are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Like, why are you sleeping? What happened?
I've been in here all break.
Dude,
The door's locked.
We've been on break.
what do you mean the door's locked?
There's
Yeah,
another
I didn't
door
get to
over
go
here.
home.
There's
There's
a
another
second door.
There's a second door?
Yes, I go through it all the time.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
How have you not noticed? You're in this room all the time. You were in this room for 7 days. And
I'm
didn't
on
notice
this
the door.
side of the room. What the-
What did you eat?
Jelly beans? I had a bag of... Well, they're almost gone. Spilled some.
The fact that you rationed jelly beans for 11 days is impressive. Anyway, since we
Whatever.
have you here, do you want to help record an episode?
Yeah, sure. Let me just get the... look at all the new stuff, by the way.
Oh. Did you make this?
Out of
No, I bought it.
Oh. So let me get straight. So you got stuff delivered to you, but you were stuck in the building. Well, stuck in this room.
Don't question it.
Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Eye of the Storm. And off of a much needed break, my name is Trey Walker. Alongside me is the biggest threat to my existence, Devin McDonald.
Hi.
And we got quite a bit to cover. That's 2 weeks of stuff to cover. And there's definitely not a recording that I messed up over the break, and that's the reason why we didn't have an episode. So
Yeah.
But before that, let's introduce our guest here. We got what was supposed to be last week's guest, but botched recording. We got Gold.
Get over it.
Don't worry, I'll sit in the crack, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's why I like being the center of attention anyway.
Whatever.
Fair enough. So, what do we start with? I haven't done this in a while.
Well, how was your guys' break?
It was
Well,
boring, honestly.
I didn't
boring?
really do much. We did one thing. We played a game.
Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah, which we'll cover here in a bit.
We did that.
We actually had a lot of developments going on too. It's honestly low-key a blessing that recording didn't happen because there was a lot of things that changed. So,
Lots of fake news.
a lot of stuff that changed.
Yeah.
And fake news.
Yeah.
So- Okay, so he's tuned out. So we'll just start off with some game recaps. First of all, Rocket League had to forfeit their game to St. John Fisher.
Yeah.
Which
They made playoffs though.
they made playoffs. That was the big
Playoffs,
thing.
yeah.
We thought they were out of contention. We thought that it was over. But it turns out they at least got one more game.
They were
One more.
they were the very last seed.
Yeah, they
The
squeezed,
very last.
they squeezed in. Squeezed in. I believe that was supposed to be the FF from
The-
GFU.
They're the Cinderella team.
Keep their eye on them. Looks like we might have to see a word come out. Also, another team that forfeited, but had a round of forfeits, was the League of Legends team.
Very unfortunate.
Really, really weird coincidence happened. I still yet to get any kind of information on what happened. But the really anticipated game between them and Stockton had to come to an FF on the side of Rio Grande. But they got an FF win themselves.
Yep.
And got themselves a finish at 6-1 and will get a top seed going into playoffs.
Yes, they did.
It's like baffling a little bit about how many times these like FFs keep coming through.
Yeah.
That it's like third or fourth one this season just from all games alone.
Right. And it's because scheduling conflicts and then also
It's spring break.
spring break coming up, people going home. It was just hard for them to play.
Also, this is the only team though that we have that has international players.
Mhm.
So who knows if that could affect anything going on with that?
Correct.
Probably.
More than likely, if I had to guess, that's probably what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the really long one. Rio Grande Overwatch played 2 matches. We don't like team that really played anything in the last 2 weeks, if we're gonna be honest. But really eventful games with our first game coming up with Western Illinois. So Western Illinois, we started out the game with Western Illinois started off on Legion Tower, quick and dominant 2-0 map victory. Do you got anything you want to say about these games? At least on that one.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good fight. There's a couple of things they mistaked on, but then you guys quickly readjusted and came back on it.
Yep.
Going into as well, we got map 2 saw Kings Row for the umpteenth time.
So way too many times.
I'm sick of playing Kings Row. Can play something else.
Still gotta love it.
Yeah, it's a good map.
I prepped the team for the map that they have statistically proven to pick no matter what, and they go back to Kings Row.
no, we prepared for
Blizzard World.
Blizzard World for 2 weeks.
Because statistically,
Accidentally
they had
2
picked
weeks.
Well, yeah, the first week that was my bad. I was already preparing for the next week and just
Yeah.
had my notes mixed up. But then this team that we played against, Concord, picked Blizzard Wood every single game, and I was like, okay, Blizzard Wood's their
And
map.
then
Then,
they picked.
Kings Row. And I was like, all right, well,
Okay,
we're
fun.
starting.
I'll say on the attack side for Rio Grande, it was a pretty dominant showing. But I think there's like 2 minutes left on the push.
2 or 3 minutes.
However, it was about 3 minutes. However, Rio Grande was left without not really much of an answer on the defensive side. They were kind of one of the better showings that we've had, but it's still a 3-2 win on the map side that we won on that one. And then ended up on Circuit Royale, which I believe was the second or first time we played this
Second
time.
time. Second time.
But we played early this season.
Yeah, you played it a couple times.
Okay. Well, and that also got a pretty dominant look as well with a 3-1 victory on that one, closing out the series 3-0 for Rio Grande beating Western Illinois. Now,
No, you got that mixed up again.
no.
Do we play?
We played Circuit
We
with
played
Western
with
Illinois.
Western
So we played the same maps for 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no, I was running that. So we got identical map pools for identical map pools for last week's game. Going against Concord. This has been an anticipated game all season.
Mhm.
Right between the Rio Grande faithful as well. With like everyone's like, no, this is one of the teams to beat. Like I said, as I dubbed in within the team, we were running the gauntlet this last stretch, and boy was it that. Rio Grande started off on Legion Tower. I believe it was 2-0 once again.
Yep.
Yeah, 2-0 on Legion Tower. That put us up 1-0. Then on to
2-0.
2-0. And then brought us up to 2-1 was yesterday when I practiced.
Yeah.
And we lost it because of damage reduction. But
Anyway.
I can't say damage reduction. We won a round. Anyway, going on to the King's Row map. This is whenever I said the dominant showing, I meant this game. This is where the dominant showing.
This was probably our most dominant defense.
Yeah, I was saying it was pretty we didn't get the stop. We still gave up 2 points. However, it was one of the better showings defensive wise on that map.
Yeah, you forced them overtime until they finally were able to count.
Yeah, so we squeezed a lot of time out of them, and I believe one time they got the last point, it was I think it was they had like 1 minute or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of time on the board for Concord, and they fell 3-2 and gave Rio Grande the second point of the match. As we get into Circuit Royale, tell me where you've seen this one before. A resounding 3-0 win.
I threw no one in, and he kind of just buck wild with
With the Doomfist.
just
I was here too.
On the Widow with some insane shots. Every single person showed up on that map for Rio Grande.
Absolutely.
You showed up. No one was on his game. Lethal Vapor was doing Lethal Vapor things. The supports were on top of all the healing and all the fights.
Please don't go through Discords.
Yeah, it's just
She's very
No,
deadly when it comes to Zen.
the thing is that this is
Everyone
the
else was hitting some pretty good sleeps. That's all.
this is the very scary version of Rio Grande that a lot of teams don't want to see and always go against. So just let's hope that carries on.
Yep.
And the last thing we have with news-wise for Rio Grande is the first ever SOEL LAN took place this week, this weekend, where there was
Corbin's
bracket.
smiling about it. So what'd you, Corbin, you were here, and so was Jake. So
Yeah.
they both were here for it. What did you both think of it?
I think it was nice seeing just how many like high schoolers and middle schoolers are getting into esports.
Mhm.
But on our end, our stream kept blurring, and
It
we
was-
could stream Fortnite.
It was so weird because we didn't know why it was blurring out.
Yeah, you saw.
But we had tournaments in Smash Bros, Fortnite, and Rocket League.
Yep.
That went on. If you want to know the results, well, Ironton swept all of them.
Yeah.
It was Ironton Middle,
Ironton High School.
Ironton High. Ironton High swept the entire bracket with River Valley coming in second for Rocket League, and Galley Academy taking second in both Fortnite and
Smash.
Thank you. I had it in my notes. Congratulations to every team involved. Well, to every team that placed, and for everyone else, just thank you for showing up. I think we're probably gonna be seeing this event again here soon.
Yeah. I'll say one of the biggest things with that one was just the amount of people there and just getting a little bit more cooperation on all that together. Yeah, they're young kids.
My phone gets green screen.
They're all young kids, so they need to learn a little bit more. And that was probably, I can tell, a lot of their first land events. And I'll say there's a certain respect you need to do at land events, and which this was a small one, this wasn't big.
The
So
thing
you
is
gotta
that, like,
really learn.
The thing is that, like, there's different like mannerisms depending on like what game it is. I mean, multi-game lands, you kind of seem like the traditional kind of like sports approach, where like you usually are trying to be like respectful and stuff. However, when you see a game like games like COD and stuff like that, they're very disrespectful. And even fighting game tournaments are like that too. But the things that like it's just still like it's still you're representing. You gotta remember who you're representing. If you are wearing the Rio badge, you gotta remember you're representing Rio, so don't do anything stupid. It's like if you're representing your high school or your middle school or a team that you and your friends put together or a professional organization, you gotta be careful about how you act.
Yep.
So,
and especially, it's not even that. It's just that like it was a little nerve wracking for me because that was my first ever LAN.
Yep. Yeah.
And I wasn't even a player. I wasn't even a player.
Honestly, a LAN environment is you either thrive or you crumble. I'll admit that right now. Like I've done countless Smash tournaments. Most of them done to any kind of like big tournament was Final Boss tournament.
Yep.
That was the biggest tournament I've been with. That's just how active I am with this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I play a lot of online tournaments, but I felt a lot better in person than I did online, and that's just I'm not sure if it was the game or the atmosphere. Either way, it felt great. So, those players probably felt amazing going through it, and some of those players probably like, holy, that is a lot.
Yeah, all of my players were very nervous. Like during their final match, they were jittery, and I understand that.
Yeah.
No, I understand. Like that's saying that those are like just the pressure itself. That goes to show that your team has still a little bit to learn.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that also kind of shows where you're at right now. You guys are almost at the stop where you guys are going to be taking home trophies, and I think that's going to be coming pretty soon.
Oh yeah,
If I had to guess. Anyway, we're going to graduate from the schools and go up to the college level. We're going to talk about our match of the week, aka the only match this week. The grand finale one. The season grand finale for the Overwatch regular season between the undefeated University of Rio Grande going against USF. It was technically undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
I say technically. They are 5-1, but the one was a forfeit from the first week.
Yep.
Every other game they've played, they've not dropped a single map. That is the scary part about this.
They're very tough.
It's a very strong team. The thing is also, this is a team that's really off the radar too. This is a team that you can't really find much on. We had to dig through other teams' stuff to find any kind of footage on them. So it's kind of hard to find things about these players and about this team that we're going against. Rio Grande has been also, how they've been there flawless. Rio Grande's also been flawless as well, dropping only 3 maps in total this entire season. 2 on hybrid, 1 on push, not push but escort. My bad. And those maps were Route 66, and both of the losses were on Kings Road.
Yep.
Rio has played both these maps numerous times and has not yet lost to them since, so the improvement has definitely come out. Still a lot of room to improve regardless, but the thing is that there's not really many like weak spots in like the map pool right now,
Right.
unless they're taken to some kind of weird map that you're not really expecting. So like we see like an Ica Bowl, for example, or you see like an Oasis.
I think I can avoid you guys would be right.
Yeah,
Oasis probably.
it's like I mean we played Nabani. Oh no, we dropped in Nabani.
Yeah.
My fault, never mind. I lied. We dropped it was a Kings Road and Nabani.
1 Kings Row, 1 New Body, and then 1 Route 66.
We have yet to play Nabani as the only one. But that I mean we're probably gonna play out here soon.
Mhm.
But that's only like blotch I can really think about on like our record that we haven't like really reproven. Even then, like it wasn't a terrible showing until defense. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, USF has only lost 1 match, and that was to Singing University, and that was a FF loss. No maps dropped since. This team is not a slouch. This might be a team that's in a league of their own.
Yeah, this is a very tough team, and yeah, they're tough, and I've been doing a lot of review on them. I've been breaking down everything they do. There's a couple things I see that we can capitalize on, but yeah, I'll watch like the film that next week, and they've capitalized on it. They fixed whatever that problem was. So
Yeah.
it's here and there. It's got to be close watching.
Yeah, this team's going to be, we got to find the weakness in the moment and kind of work on it now. The funny thing is, if we run into this team again, which we probably will, we probably will run into this team again.
Probably pretty easily in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'll say if we do run into them again, we will have to find another weakness to exploit.
Mhm.
If anything, those things they will adjust, they will fix themselves.
Yep, it's happened before.
So if you want to catch the game, it's all on Ryo socials, or if you want to be a little personal and watch from the players' eyes of view, you got my stream at Skyline TV, you got a goals stream and an Anonymous stream where you can hear comps and watch from our respectives. I'm pretty sure a bunch of our players might also try to stream as well, like Red Pan. I know you tried to do it last week.
Yep.
Mhm.
No
So-
one.
No one does it as well. Just keep an eye on your favorite player on socials and see if they're streaming.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a little weird kind of streaming at home.
Yeah, I bet it was.
No, by the way, I'm undefeated at home.
I was about to say that.
Undefeated at my house.
2-0.
Yeah, I played both those games from home because of reschedules and
Spring
summer
break.
Oh,
Spring break.
Spring break. Jeez.
We're not there yet.
We're
not summer yet.
Dude, look, it is we live in Ohio. It might as well just be a winter break. So,
Honestly, yeah, it's 30 degrees today.
Snowed
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yeah, it snowed yesterday.
it's not all the way home.
And it was
80 degrees the day before that. So.
Yeah.
Alright.
Welcome to Ohio.
Let's look at the playoff picture here. We got some top team going in the playoffs for both League of Legends and Overwatch. I wrote down the Rocket League stuff, but I just learned about that 20 minutes ago. So I will not be filling that in. I'm pretty sure the bracket's on the league spot if you have access
is.
to that. So, for League of Legends team, League of Legends is the Contenders League. First division, you got ODU JV sitting at a 5-0. Well, this is kind of a little outdated now, but still, by ODU JV, Bayron, West Virginia, and WFU are your top 4 teams. Probably gonna be moving on to the playoffs. In second division, you got JMU, Bayron again. I'm pretty sure it's like a JV team or like their actual team. I forget which one it is. Mass Bay and SCSU is looking to move into the playoffs as well. They're already these. By the way, these are teams that are pretty much already locked in. So, like,
Yeah, so I've got the actual roster thing.
well, that's ours. Like that's only going to show like our bracket.
Oh, okay.
I have the entire league.
Okay.
These are I want to point out these are all like locked in. So like the bottom ones are just like not like technically locked in yet. So I didn't really write them down. On the third division, you have Stockton Gold taking the first seed in the bracket, with Rio Grande falling up behind, and Mount Cat Esports. And I believe there's a battle for the 4th place, like a 3-way battle.
I think it's like a 3-way tie or something.
Yeah, something like that. Like two of those teams actually play against each other, and the other one, I think, just has to win, and they're in the ring.
Mhm.
So, and then finally, FAU, Siena College, and Catholic U have also clinched a spot in the playoffs, with the last spot still also being up to a decider. So, some exciting times.
Yeah.
It's exciting times to be looking into like the playoff spots coming into this one. So. Oh, so now you know that the door locks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, thanks for telling me about that door. It helped a lot.
Yeah, it really does. Oh, man.
Corbin, can you tap that mic? Dang. Okay.
Is it not working?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Overwatch, this is the one that everyone's here for. Definitely. Overwatch for the Contenders Division. In Contenders 1, you got yourself Katawa Blue, St. Joseph University, which Katawa and SJU are playing each other this week, so the first division will be decided. Well, first place will be decided, just like our division as well. SUNY Canton and Alfred State is rounded out. Honestly, I'm a little excited to see how the rest is going to pan out, especially these are going to be teams that we're probably looking against.
We've played against Ottawa before.
Yes, you guys have played against Katawa
Twice.
in the NACC.
Yep.
In the ACC, we've lost against them and we won against them.
Right, okay, in Contenders 2, Ryan Brandon's on the top spot right now. That could change or stay the same depending on what happens tomorrow, as of this recording. USF, which is the University of South Florida, has a 5-1. They could possibly knock off Ryan Brand for the number 1 spot, so that's also something that we look forward to. Concord Esports taking on the third spot, and there's a 4-way tie for the fourth spot this week. It's FAU, Penn State Marin, WIU, and Caldwell.
I'm pretty sure like 2 of them play against each other.
PSU plays Western Illinois, FAU plays Muskingum, and the Cougars play Concord, which is the last. I think it's not last. It's the 7th place team. They already kind of like rolled out of playoff contention already. Contenders 3, you got Rogers State, John Jay, which both tied at 5-0. Endicott Goals and Iona Maroon taking on for the Contenders 3. They're not really so like tightly packed as the last 2 we kind of ran it off, but still something to look forward to just in case. Contenders 4, we got ourselves Central Blue Devils, St. Joseph University, George Fox University, and Hood College. I actually have some history with Hood College, believe it or not.
We've played against them too.
Beat them twice in Valorant. One of the guys on their team actually went semi-pro. So,
We've played against Hood College. We've lost against them and won against them.
So we see these names, and I just after a while, I've just kind of like forgotten who we played against.
Because the last time we played against Hood College was at Hood College.
I was going to say, how many times?
Oh yeah, I was not there for
And we
that.
beat them 2-1.
I was going to say, how many times did you? How many games have you won technically?
Technically, as of now, it'd be 34, 35-ish.
So yeah, so you won 35, which means that you at least played.
I know why I lost 11.
Yeah, so it'd be you played about almost 40-something games. Been involved in 40-something games. Probably more including your player time, right?
So we'll add 4 more wins and 5 more losses.
I'm not worried about it. I'm more worried about your stuff as a coach. Did I already talk about Contenders 5? Or not?
No.
Contenders 5, we got Providence, Stockton, Tucson, and Central Missouri taking on.
Just
It's
ask
like
them to go over there and open the door.
And clinch their spots as well. And Contender 6 being Mountain Cat, Esports, Southeast Missouri State, Ohio Northern, and Roger Williams. I would like to play against Ohio Northern
I would play against Iron Northern.
just to get I just want to be the best Ohio team in the ECAC. Unless Ohio State shows up, then it's already ruled out.
Well, I mean, Ohio State esports is good, but OU's beat them. OU plays in the contender scene.
Did they actually?
Mm-hmm.
Huh, interesting.
They played St. Clair a while back.
That is some news I did not know.
I remember just jumping in on one of the streams and just to watch it, and it was OU versus St. Clair. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys pick. Do you guys want to You guys want to talk about a spotlight, or do you want to just have some general banter?
what do you got for the spotlight?
The same one from last week that I didn't do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can do that one real quick.
Okay, so let's do a quick player highlight, player spotlight, whatever you want to call it. John Nodder.
Bam!
If you want to be technical about it, it's technically the only two-time repeated one because the lost episode
Johnny to die.
doesn't work. So,
Lost
B.
in
John
time.
is the first player coach for Years Diagram when it comes to Smash Bros. The Prom Plant Man and director and coach for Jackson High School as well.
Mhm.
Works well. Actually, I think he's actually helping us. He's actually bringing us some of the players.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, Corbin and Dylan came from it.
Yeah, these two came from it. I'm gonna say I know we got a couple of people coming from it. I'm pretty sure we'll even get a couple more. Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, he did participate in something. I didn't ask him about it. He participated in the online tournament ECAC hosted this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
even
forgot
know
to ask him.
about that.
I forgot to ask him about it. One day it was a community event.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to ask him about it. So if you get a response, that'd be awesome. If not, oh well. His recent accolades: he got top 32 in the ECC Nationals, grand finals appearance at Final Boss Con, just as a plug for us. He also won a couple local tournaments, and leads the team in total stocks taken amongst the Smash Crews team. Not a slouch. When you say Riot Green Smash, the first person you should come to your mind is definitely John. Great, exceptional players all around, but John is the level above.
Yep.
Knows a lot.
Yep. If you see any Smash player here, they probably have learned from John.
Oh yeah. Me included. Expect John, I say outside of the Rio Grande, so I expect PB John to actually do more local tournaments in the Southern Ohio and West Virginia area, and possibly tour Ohio for bigger tournaments.
Mhm.
I know there is a Ohio Summit that they're running around. It's kind of like a major series, and they have a bunch of tournaments around Ohio, and they get like major points towards it. John did play in it already. He played in Smore 11. Didn't make it out of groups, but he could try to branch out that far if he decides want to.
Oh yeah,
Maybe kind
he
of
has the skill to do so.
I think he could make a run in those tournaments, but I know is I think it's it might be a confidence thing that comes to him. You got to think about it. All these players who are in this are very like they're think John, but like on a high tier character.
Right.
That's the best way to play it. John, I'm not saying that Piranha Plant holds John back. His Piranha Plant is scary. It's just that there's not much you can do with a Piranha Plant. Unfortunately.
And that's why he's learning. Like I think he said he was learning Kazuya. And
He knows Kazuya. He plays his Kazuya pretty well. He taught one of our former players Kazuya. He plays hero as well. He can play any character to an efficient level, but the one he knows on top of his head, that's like his go-to is Piranha Plant.
Mhm.
It's always been Piranha Plant.
John's typing right now. So.
Okay, so I'm actually getting a live response from John about how he did in the tournament.
Just like
Hey,
that.
oh. He's still typing.
Just keep going.
Okay.
I'll interrupt those breaking news.
Okay, I got something to probably talk about as well.
Talk about our guest that's here.
Oh, right. All right, yeah. Well, I want to introduce you a little bit better. Okay.
All right.
Oh, you did. I know where you want to something really funny. We got new questions.
Oh, that's sweet.
We got awesome new questions. So you're not really answering the same questions over and over.
I already
That's-
forgot the answers from last week.
Yeah, and I don't zone out. Just
Okay, so
stare
first of all,
into space.
tell us a little bit about yourself, about how just you as a player in general, so the audience can get to know you a little bit better.
Yes, my name is Jacob, aka Ghoul. I play
Hurricane Hill.
Whatever you want to call me. I play DPS on Rio Grande. I used to play tank back in the
sound like a
Overwatch 1.
Diva one trick. Have some emotion to your voice.
Oh, sorry.
I am Ghoul. I play DPS.
I mean, it makes sense because people think he's a aimbot anyway.
Got 9th out of 27th.
Ooh.
John got 9th
I
out of
thought
27th.
27.
That's good.
Good job. Good for you, John.
Good job, John.
Congrats for that. Honestly, that's actually a good. That's one of his better. Those better finishes. I'm not saying that as like in the mean way. I'm being honest because, like I said, I wish John would play more tournaments. Is all. Like he doesn't activate tournaments. He's super like busy with things. He has a job. You know, he's coaching the new wave of players anyway. So, so what made you gravitate towards like some of the characters you played, like Diva and like Soda and all that?
I think it was Diva. I was mainly an off tank player. Like I played a lot of Sig as well.
Really?
And I'm known for just playing Diva.
You had the
known
Diva
mainly
keycap.
for
You had the
Diva.
Diva keycaps for
Yes.
the last like
I got that for Christmas.
for the last 2 years.
But I was mainly an off tank player, so I played like Sigma. I played very little Zarya though. But I was
Lame.
mainly known for Diva because we were the best on our Ryan Diva comp. And
That-
first,
That's legendary.
yeah,
By the way, that's
a moment.
that belongs in the Hall of Fame. In the Ryan Brand Esports Hall of Fame.
And I
When's that getting built?
And I even got my nickname from playing Diva. Devin calls me Hoffeagle all the time when I play on Diva.
Why did they give you that name?
What is that?
Our original coach gave you that name.
What does that even mean?
So
Hoffeagle.
there was an old Overwatch 1 player named Hoffy Cool.
Oh.
So he
He
was
was a diva main.
yes, he was a Diva main known for his Diva bombs.
Ah, okay.
And Jake, still to this day, every time he throws a diva bomb, he still doesn't know how to get two in it.
And I'm in a like masters lobby and I could somehow get like 2 or 3 kills per bomb.
Yeah. No, that's. So what about Sojourn?
So Sojourn was like one of the first characters I started when during the
Overwatch
Overwatch 2 beta. I actually started playing Sojourn.
I feel like that was probably a nightmare to try to get because people were just trying to play the new characters.
Mm-hmm. So if I didn't play Sojourn, I would probably do like Hanzo. I was more of like a
It's a good job.
Projectile?
Oh, John might be actually here. But yeah, no, that's interesting. I'm honestly, my reasoning for like liking that character is stupid. I play one tap games. She one taps shoes.
She used to actually one tap. Before her nerf, her just a railgun headshot alone at 100 charge would actually kill.
Yeah, no, that's why I gravitated towards her because I played the stand still, one bullet kills you shooters, in Rainbow Six. So
Yeah, and Siege.
Siege is a nightmare. All right,
So
so
it's better now than what it was.
what context?
In the like last 2 years, probably.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. In the last 2 years, yeah. Okay, so you're an esports coach at Galley Academy.
Yes.
You're gonna walk us through what that's like, just like being the coach, and just kind of like how that like you've gotten to be in the position you are.
So our old coach Isaiah, we always call him Isaiah. He was going to another job and he couldn't do it anymore. So he was, and I have
We
already
passed it on to
Yeah.
Ramsey. first.
Zay used to be a
Wait,
part of
no.
the Rare Esports tier. Right?
Wait, no. Ramsey did the Vanta League.
yes.
That's right. We had a lot of people go and do like lower education, like esports
Mhm.
coaching. We've had. I remember Zaya was one. We had Ramsey do one. John does his.
I almost did one.
I think Ray did something with Vanta League.
Ray helped run Vanta. He helped launch it, and like he wasn't like one like the direct like leaders of it, but like he was like helping like trying to get things in the right direction
Mhm.
and just getting players. Like he helped run it. I think he got like one of the teams first into it, and then now you being the newest one. Honestly, I would like to do it, but I just never
Yeah.
like spoke up about
And
it.
it's quite difficult with like my schedule being
Right.
like I go straight like on
You go
Tuesdays
to
and Thursdays
class,
I go to class
then
and
you
then
go
go
straight
straight.
to the
I get
school.
like 20 minutes off and I just go straight to the high school.
Yeah, but then
I
back
know
over
you
here to
spent-
practice.
You
Yeah,
spent
I-
the 20 minutes playing COD with me earlier,
Yeah,
so
and we lost.
I took the 30 bomb too. That was the
Yeah.
crazy part.
He dropped 30. I
30 on
dropped
sub
20,
base, 8 hard
20,
point.
2 or 21, and we lost.
30 on sub base hard point. Like 100 points on hill.
We go.
Still lose.
160 seconds on our point combined.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you, Jake. So, what is it like going from? I think I asked this last week. But what is it like making that transition from tank to DPS for you?
It was a little difficult at first, just because I didn't have that much HP, and
John sent us the hi. You want to say hi from him?
That's so good.
that's too funny.
Twitch.tv/PBJohn. Continue.
But I did start. And, like occasionally, I would play the DPS on during Overwatch 1. It was just on my free time because I did enjoy it. I don't know, Soldier was good. And then when it switched to Overwatch 2, at first I was expecting to be the tank.
Yeah.
And then Seth was like, I think we had some team issues where it was like, okay, I'm gonna have to be the DPS now. So I put so much time and effort into just learning DPS.
No, you're not one better. Like you,
I even started DPS during Overwatch 1 Scrim series, just right before Overwatch 2.
I think you made the jump pretty well.
And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if Jared did it first, I'm pretty sure I'm the first person to play all 3 roles in an ECC or ECAC match.
Yeah, you have. I mean,
Did you play
Jared's.
support?
I did play support.
Yeah, he played
in,
support.
in last semester's activation league.
Yep.
When Nick was on,
Yeah.
On,
You're right.
I played Ana.
Right. I remember that now.
Wonder we lost.
Well, I mean, yeah, technically you'd be the first one to do it. I don't think, no, Jared hasn't played, like, he's played every role, like in some kind of capacity. He didn't compete in every role. Like, I remember he played in scrims, we tried it with him, but then, like, we just like, no, we need a tank. We need a DPS. He's in tank jail right now, by the way. That's what he calls it. Tank is in a horrible position. Horrible position.
Thank you,
Yeah.
DPS passive.
Woo! Carrying my career. Hey,
I-
why are you nodding? You play DPS too.
Don't worry, I said not mine.
Hey, yesterday during practice, that's what you're saying. Yesterday during practice, it showed.
Really? Really?
catching you both just walking around together like you're holding hands.
Well, okay, that you know, because that wasn't necessarily that was mostly my fault. Because like I would go like run an angle. Me and him we're trying to same brain cell. So I'm like, oh, there's no one here. And then as soon as I get there, here comes Jake's power sliding in. It's the angle, and I'm like, I'm hitting it. Right, I was gonna screw myself.
And then you.
And then the second he's like, then he's like, no, let me go play your angle because you're not on it.
I'm everywhere.
We gotta talk. we just use this. You know, avoid that.
Yes.
Okay, so outside of collegiate esports, this is just a general question. Have you competed outside of like collegiate esports, like in any kind of capacity?
No, I don't believe I have.
You've almost joined a scrim team, right?
Almost.
Do you want to, as a thing?
Yes. Like scrim team, yes, just because I can have that experience with scrims and stuff.
Right.
But the last time I tried it was difficult because of my work schedule.
You know, honestly, that's kind of like the position. Like I understand that because that's kind of the position I'm in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to try to find something before I graduate, but I also don't want to flood myself with my already busy schedule as is.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have 84 hours in between like here in my house, so like I have very little downtime.
Yeah.
So
And it's quite difficult being collegiate esports player.
then going to be a
and
high school
coach,
coach,
esports
and
coach,
then come back
and
then
classes.
You got to be a student, and then you also got to be
part-time job.
You got to work, then you got to go home, and you got to be a brother. You got to be a son. You got to be all them. You know,
Not Kroger.
Not Kroger.
Not
work
Kroger.
there. Not that. Yeah, thanks.
Put it out there again.
You know the worst part is you gonna keep saying that, and then I'm gonna like get fired because I'm showing I'm not representing the company. Now I saved my job.
Yeah.
Now I have saved my job. I don't represent
Just mute that out. Just mute that part out.
I don't represent Kroger or Kroger Fuel. I definitely don't represent Kroger Fuel. I just work there. Stop it! Okay, so I want to out of your entire tenure here, what's been your favorite moment so far?
Oh boy! So it was probably the caster freakout that happened during our semifinal match.
You mean the one that got reused in the advertisement? Yeah,
Multiple times.
I would say someone pulled it up, but I don't know if you have access to it.
They have it.
You guys have
They used it during my Player of the Month.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so you might have to resend it to him. But pull the clip.
Mad Puppy's gonna take out Nogi Ghoul with a headshot again. Ghoul is popping off on Derp Dragon now. Ryo Grand is able to get the picks. Do secure, they're gonna need to move, but the pressure has gotta stay on Berkeley.
In overtime, Ghoul steps up to the plate and hits a home run, the 4K right at the end. The payload still has about 15 meters to push, and Ryo Grand has to limit testing the spawn doors here. Dragon lets loose the Dragon Strike, but objective 3.
Wow, that was awesome.
It was great.
That was
But
great.
that was probably like one of my favorite moments. That was probably my at the time that was my peak. That was my peak gameplay.
You can say your gameplay is peak, not right now. You can say you very peak.
At that point.
Oh,
it was
that moment.
peaked.
Okay, that moment. That makes sense. Okay.
Um,
You guys didn't win this.
And this is a question now for both of you. What is it like working together in this kind of situation? Knowing that Jake's coming from playing more with Nolan and Nick in the situations on those DPS roles, and then you're coming from another game, learning the game. So you get a little bit of experience, but I coach you kind of the same way I coach Jake.
Yeah.
So you both know the same things, but now like during practicing, I'd be telling you guys to do something opposite. That way you guys know that there's other ways to do things instead of doing the same thing. Because if you do the same thing, you're going to get yourself punished.
So, from my perspective of it, this is not really funny. This might be being older than him. It's like a little brother complex kind of thing. It's like I kind of have to like look up to him as like the experienced player, and like kind of like try to learn from him, try to play off him, and try to like figure everything. Because usually when if you ever go into like the comms and stuff, and like we go like I always ask him, so it's like, what do you want? I'm like, what do you want to run? I always ask him first. It's like, what do you want? Like, what do you want the support? Like, what do you want the other DPS to do? And usually I'll get hear either the Cass, I'll hear the Bastion.
Action allegations.
The Bastion made allegations. That was a stupid joke.
That was fun.
But no, like I'll hear one of those things and like I always ask him, it's like, what do you want me to do? He's like, if we're struggling, I'd be like, it's like, you want to swap, what do you want? And he's like, just tells me what he wants. So the thing is, like, I did that with Valorant too, because like I play around with a bunch of people who are way better than me, and I want to know what I can do to help them succeed. Because things like, yeah, I basically play the flashy role. I play the role that's supposed to kill, but I rather try to make sure the team wins before having like a 40 bomb. Because how good's a 60 kill game if you lose?
Oh, I'd hate it. I
hate it. I've been there before. I've been there. Like, look, I've had like 40 bombs, 50 bombs in like Valorant and CS and like R6, but I've had like big kill games and a bunch of things, and we still lose. Like,
I think there was one time in
it's not
Overwatch 1 where I think I dropped a 64 bomb. Luckily, we won.
I'll say
But like that felt great.
I always say this, like, I would rather go 2-22 and win than go 22-2 and lose. Because that there's no reason to go big like that and just have nothing come out of it.
Right.
So that's my perspective from it. I was like, what about you? Anything to say about it?
And he nailed it. It's like teaching my younger brother, even though he's older than me, obviously. But it's
Oh, my back!
okay, buddy. But it's definitely fun to look to.
Fun with your grandpa. You're injured. Sorry.
It's been fun to help him learn the game, like see the game the way I do, and he's been doing well. I loved it.
This is the fastest I've actually like learned a game, believe it or not. Like, I did. You think like the transition, like do you think like me like trying to learn like CS would be like seamless? It's one, I've played it before, and two, I was playing Valorant for 3 years.
Yeah,
it was still a learning curve. This one I'm learning a lot faster just because I have people around me being supportive and stuff.
you have people that are actually
funny.
helping you.
It's funny because that's a shot. They said it, not me. The thing is, I remember yesterday I asked. I was like I was like kind of like maybe I had some downtime. I was like pondering like my entire like esports career. I was like, I don't know like what was like my best game. And I heard Devin go like, it's this one. It's just this one.
Yeah.
Just like the people, it's like just the people around you are like already enough. You're not coming to me every week complaining about your teammates. So I'm like, you know what? That's fine. That's a fair point.
Yeah. I mean, like, all the teams you played on, you guys had good players.
We had great
you did
players.
good things. You guys did amazing things. You guys got a lot of wins.
Did,
But in the general scheme of things, do you think those teams would have lasted?
well, I mean,
Did they?
I'll say you have to
I love
ask
every
when
single
they
one of you
last.
guys that are on those teams. If you're watching it, I love you guys.
Oh no,
But
that's the funny thing.
am I wrong?
Well, that's the funny thing you said that because like every single person like on the last version of the Valorant team that we had, every single person like liked each other. But we all agreed we could not like each other.
Right.
It happens. That just happens. So
Don't get me started on my Valorant career.
we're not going to that back up. That's the reason why I took it out of the questions. So outside of esports, what other talents and hobbies do you like to do in your free time? In the very little free time you have.
The very little free time.
That you're not working and getting slammed on COD.
Was that a shot?
Sorry.
More shots than you land. I'm messing with you. We're the same rank. I can't say anything. No, you could probably say. I'm messing.
But
So bad. I
so some of the times I do a lot of drawing. I got my inspiration to go back to drawing from Lex Massey, so I appreciate her for that. But
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no. I just got
If you draw a line. I was not paying the fact that we were pushing the table down.
but
No, not this one. You was messing with the mic and the whole table started going like this.
No,
Yeah,
we're not doing that again.
Not again. We're not having you hold the camera.
We're not about to shoot this 3 times now. I don't think I can handle it.
I'll back
So-
record this again.
other than drawing, I do like graphic design. I make the graphics for like our game day stuff,
Right.
And like standing stuff. You can probably show that. All that stuff.
Right here.
And then right there.
Not
Over his head.
Right here, please. May I take your head, sir? May I take your head, sir?
But one more thing that I usually do, I do when I don't have much to do, I genuinely write a book.
honestly, like
It's about like a character that I've made.
I honestly feel that because I start writing it. Like I'll write or I'll draw or something. I can't force myself to do it. I love doing it. I can't force myself to do it though.
It gets your mind moving, and I've thought of some like really creative ideas for this character to do things. It's gone through like a lot.
Like if I'm like, man, I want to draw something, and I just draw it and be fine. But I can't be like, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna make this masterpiece. And I'll stare at a blank page for like 30 minutes and give up.
I've done that before. It happens.
So outside of a championship, what is your main goal as a player?
For collegiate,
Just in general?
yeah, go pro. That's been one of my goals since probably Overwatch 2. Because Overwatch 1, I was like, do I want to continue playing this game? Do I want to switch to another game? Overwatch 2 was like, I am dedicating my heart and soul into this game.
I remember you said that. I remember you say that.
And I've delivered on it. It's been a lot, mentally and physically.
So, one last question before we get into the fun part of the chats. Your tenure at Riot Grande has been very lengthy and mostly successful, except for like 1 year, first year. But when it's all said and done, what is your plan after collegiate sports?
I want to coach. I want to either help Devin, or if he decides to mosey away from Rio, I want to help coach Overwatch.
That was something I told you guys for a while there. I was like, I was coaching you and Nolan up to the point to where that way when I leave, you guys can take over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, I expect at least one of these players to take over as coach or something. I'm just glad that you got that figured out because like I'm staring down the barrel, which is like being done, and it's like I'm at that what now stage.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they need a Valorant coach.
No, no. Aiden can take that. I am not playing Valorant. I'm not doing Valorant.
You don't have to play Valorant.
I don't want to see Valorant anymore. Look. Here's the thing. It's not for me. It took me 3 years to realize it's not for me.
Took me 1 semester.
Here's the thing. Look, I like tech shooters. I like Counter-Strike. I like Rainbow Six.
Like, you need a Counter-Strike team.
I wasn't good at Counter-Strike. I just gunned.
I'm not good at Overwatch, but I'm coaching.
I mean, I wasn't saying it was. I can't say I'm bad. It was one of the more brighter spots in that really busted ass roster we had. So, but it was. I'm not saying busted as in like they were bad. It was just a bunch of It was only just the people who didn't have a team.
Right.
It was 2 Rocket League dudes, 2 Valorant guys, a Call of Duty player, and the guy who wanted to start it all. The only guy who came from Counter-Strike. So, I mean, I can't say that like he was the only one because like Connor did have scrim teams and stuff and did play on other rosters all the time, but he was primarily focused on COD, if anything. Yeah. So you understand what I'm getting at here. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll go cast somewhere. Who knows? Maybe you'll see me behind a mic again.
Taking a left turn.
He's taking another left turn.
Saja! Alright, so let's get into the general talk of the news, aka there's been a lot of tournaments that have been going on. It's going to get really long-winded, so please bear with me.
Grab some popcorn.
Okay.
This is where I zone out sometimes.
So, starting with this is where it's actually where you zone out. So, the Call of Duty League will be taking a trip down to Miami for the Major 2 this weekend as 12 teams in the league.
Is this a good time for me to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yes. I'll be back.
Hi, I'm Devin.
Hello,
I'm actually
David.
bearable now, so. Oh, God. Got it.
Oh.
Undertaker was in here for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Call of Duty League is now taking a trip down to Miami for Major 2, and the 12 CDL teams will be competing for some much-needed CDL points and, hopefully...
we haven't even seen the trophy yet.
No, and a major ring to go along with it.
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
So some of the favorites are going into Major 2 is Major 1 champions Toronto Ultra, the New York Subliners, who was eliminated early in Major 1.
Surprisingly.
The Scorching Hot and Perfect Optic Texas, and the Tiny Terrors of the Atlanta Phase.
Yep.
Those are the 4 teams we look out. Those are the top 4 teams going into like from the winter side. It's got some dark horse entries in there too. I don't know why I wrote down Seattle.
Because you probably thought
I keep thinking Illy's on the team. Illy's still not on the team. It bothers me. How are you gonna bench Illy? I don't care. I don't care how you going to bench Illy anyway. Someone's gonna write that in the comments or something.
Who cares?
Anyway, but the Minnesota Rockers also another team to really look at when it comes into this tournament. I'm not gonna say I don't expect them to win it, but I do expect them to get like at least some kind of run going.
I say another one that should. I don't know if you wrote it down, but Vegas.
Vegas is also they
They-
very hot.
Like attach. I said attach. Yeah.
Attach, yeah.
Attach looks good.
Miami
Purge.
can also make it.
Purge honestly looked good during Major 2.
Miami could make a small
Yeah,
run, but they're also winless on land zone. So let's keep that in mind.
And they play Optic to start.
Either way, it's a very exciting time for the CDL, especially since the Cold War season. To say the least, it's been very uneventful. Vanguard sucks. Anyway,
Vanguard as the game, it's horrible.
the CDL was pretty
CDL was fun.
very fun.
The LAT.
I would have
You're-
brought
you're-
the I
you're-
would have
you're
brought the
bottom
jersey.
12 You're
I
bottom
would-
12 team.
I would have brought the jersey if
You're
it
last
wasn't
place
dirty.
team. You're
I
not
would-
getting not last place. Last place next to the other LA team.
They both
Kind of sucks.
they suck.
Speaking of controller FPS games, Halo had their very first major with the HCS Arlington major, where in the grand finals, or in the championship Sunday, you saw FaZe Clan, Rebellion, Optic Gaming, and Space Station Gaming compete for the bragging rights and the first ever major ring for Halo. When it was all said and done, SSG was left Arlington with a championship ring and podcast.
This is pre-recorded.
Yeah. SSG left win in a reverse sweep against Optic.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that match. I watched a little bit of
Winners finals and losers finals with
I watched videos.
and grand finals. I did watch a little bit of all of that. That was formal. Still looks good.
Yeah, no, Formal is just great. Honestly, it seems like the people who are good at games back then are still great now. I mean, dude,
Props to-
Scum's still top 250.
Yeah, Nate Sean.
Nate Shot's top 250.
But like, props to SSG. They look dominant.
Devin, you come back in, or are you just still standing out? Okay.
But SSG looked great.
Yeah, the first round of the CS2 Copenhagen Major has officially begun, and it's probably almost over by the time this gets released. As 16 teams have qualified for the major, and the very first round of the major will be going on this time around. However, there's a little bit of controversy surrounding this one. The Russian team, Nine Pandas, was not able to get their visas settled, and was subsequently replaced by Gamer Legion, who was runner-up in the Paris major.
Really?
From last year. Yeah, no, that's who Vitality.
Yeah, and it sucks for those players to not get their visas finished in time.
It's not even that. Like, it's just it's outside things. Things that, like, yeah, remember, this is a team. Like, there's a lot of teams like I say, like, you look at Gambit, you look at Virtus Pro. I don't know if actually that's probably it's not. No, Virtus Pro was cool. Sorry. But, like, you look at orgs like Gambit and stuff like that, they relocated from Russia to other countries to make sure they can get around the visas. These guys are fresh out of Russia. They didn't have time to do anything. So, with the current things going on in the world right now, it's kind of hard to get visas when you're associated with
Russia.
With a country that is not really looked upon too greatly right now. As for Gamer Legion, though, they are doing pretty well right now. I think they're 2-0. However, tournaments that stage of the tournament is done. The next stage of the tournament will be the elimination stage, which will be the last group of polls, moving on to the final, or the grand stage of the actual bracket. But until then, just enjoy the games.
Oh yeah,
They're kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching some.
CS majors are probably one of the funnest esports majors to watch.
Yes. Kind of exciting, to be honest. Like, the fact that CS2's in a very bad spot is really nice that their esports are still kind of fun. Granted, at least, something I can't bring up as well. ALGS got canceled in the middle of a tournament as a bunch of hackers broke into a bunch of PCs, or broke into a bunch of players' PCs in the middle of ALGS and gave them aimbots and hacks such as Imperial How.
Imperial How, I think he's still banned.
He got banned.
He got banned.
He got banned.
He's still
he got banned
banned
at
for it.
Apex the next day.
Yeah, he's still banned because
Which is
of it.
crazy.
Like-
They know he didn't do it. Like it was just weird how that happened.
Yeah, and I think that easy anti cheat or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever they use, I think they posted something
5 years. They had
after
those
5
yeah,
years of
5 years of inactivity.
absence. They were like,
we know what's going on. We're gonna figure it out.
I'm pretty sure they said nothing was like done. There was no like breach of something,
Yeah, no, they said there's no breach when there obviously
which
was
is
a breach.
weird.
It's so weird. I don't know what it is. The thing is that, like, I don't know, Imperial Hell got kind of screwed over. A bunch of other players got screwed over too. Because when you're think about it, you're in that position where you're trying to keep like integrity. It's just kind of hard. So you're in the middle of a tournament, and then you realize that all my shots are landing. Why are all my shots landing?
Yeah,
That makes no sense.
and I saw one player got that same. He got hacked and then got the. And you could see the lock.
Yeah,
And he didn't know what to do, so he just left that lobby. He just
That's-
went back to the custom lobby.
that's why it's honestly.
Yeah.
Where did Evan go? I didn't see him. It was in the door. Corbin,
What?
did you see where Devin went?
He was like doing something on his phone. I'm not really sure.
Fun because the only thing I really got left is talking point, and that's
What do I do?
He shows up the green screen.
green screen. Anyway, we got one more thing to talk about, and that is once again I tried to avoid talking about OWCS because I've done it for the last 2 weeks, but they announced something pretty big. OWCS is getting their first LAN, getting their very first major. As you good?
Yeah, I was helping Mike with something.
Okay.
I am now the middleman.
So we just wait. So now I'm on deck when something happens.
I don't like this.
And do you want to do your spot?
No, you're good.
OWCS will be having their first major event in DreamHack Dallas. Just announced a couple days ago. Tickets are for sale right now. I don't really know much about this, but there are a bunch of players are still in the online stages right now of competing in OWCS.
I think it just went into main event, which is this coming weekend.
Exciting. Never mind. Main event. Heard from Google first. You probably heard it from Twitter.
Yep.
So, I was like, it's X.com.
I'm gonna hit you.
I want to hit me. I want to hit me. Since you've been watching it, who's your favorite to go to?
My favorite,
Yeah.
I'd say Timeless,
This thing, Timeless or anything.
Toronto Defiant, or M80. Those are probably like the three top. Those are like the top three teams.
I would like to see it maybe, especially after the really rough start we
Yeah.
had as a team. So, all right. So I'm glad you came back because now we're on the very fun part, and that is Oddball Esports. On to the talking point, guys. And no, I don't mean the game mode from Halo. I'm talking about the games that you don't expect to be an esport, but somehow is. It's I had a really fun researching this. I'm not gonna lie, this was a really fun research. So I'm excited to talk about this. This is really fun. So we're gonna start with something that doesn't really sound weird. We're gonna start about sim racing first. So
Sim racing.
it's not. I hate to lump it in with all these guys because compared to everything else, this is the most normal one.
Yeah.
But you don't see people actually watching like watching sim racing usually.
Sim racing, iRacing, whatever.
iRacing, it's still sim.
It's the same thing.
But here's the thing: many sim developers have their own leagues. F1 has their own league. iRacing has a bunch of leagues, which I'm gonna be mostly highlighting on this one. Which iRacing, if everyone doesn't know, iRacing is a subscription-based sim where you actually have to purchase cars and tracks and all that stuff separately on top of a subscription. It's expensive. Don't
It's
do it.
very
But
expensive.
it's the most realistic sim out there. It hosts numerous pro leagues such as the Coca-Cola NASCAR Series, and a bunch of events like the 24 Hours of Spa, 24 Hours of Daytona, and now returning the Indy 500. Don't ask why I'm saying returning, because that is a rant I am not getting into. 7-4 games, I'm glad you're dead. These usually take place like the 24 Hours and the Indy 500 take place a week prior to the actual event, so that these guys can still watch these events, but they still can participate. Now, stuff like the Coca-Cola Series does have a prize pool, but the ones like the big events are just for glory. The thing is that official orgs like M80, Vitality, and TSM actually have their own sim racing teams, as well as actual official NASCAR teams such as 23XI, Hendrick Motorsports, and Joe Gibbs Racing.
I'm pretty sure FaZe at one point.
FaZe,
Because Crim 6 was
yeah, FaZe had Krim driving one of the GT3 cars.
Yeah, before he actually.
Yeah, drove a GT4 and won the race.
You know, he won 2.
Won two.
He won 2 in his first 2.
He won the main and the feature. I remember he won the feature race in that one. That's right. Okay, so once again, stay on the more normal ones. 2K. So NBA 2K, I should clarify. You got anything to say about the motorsport thing first?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
no.
NBA 2K. Now, if you, no, I'm pretty sure every single person who's played some kind of sports game, and we know it gets competitive. And we know there's a lot of people who go out there and play, like, they play money bet games, they play like little like tournaments and stuff together. Did you know there's actually like an actual franchise league for the NBA, like NBA 2K?
I see stuff like that on ESPN.
Well, here's the thing: if you played any kind of NBA 2K, you know because it's completely advertised. But all 30 NBA teams have their own esports team.
I think I've seen like Cleveland's.
Yeah, Cleveland does it. I know that like Agent Zero was really big with Toronto's for a long time. But no, they have a full franchise league with all 30 teams. I know I see the hot bar too, we're going to ignore it. They basically have their own esports team that basically they run 5v5s, 3v3s, and stuff like that for a chance to win a crap ton of money and be crowned as the best team and best fictional virtual NBA team. So it's also kind of interesting because I follow a couple of like NBA 2K esports pros on Twitter. They're genuinely funny dudes. I don't talk to any of them, but still, wish I did. They're cool as hell. Anyway, Tetris. Tetris is one of them. This is really weird because I read
The Ocho!
Is it actually on the Ocho?
It's on the Ocho all the time.
Oh my god, it's on the Ocho. I didn't know that.
Cherry spitting, rock throwing, head tennis.
It was rock
Dodgeball.
skipping. It was skipping. That's
rock
right.
skipping.
Yeah, we got dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Yeah. But no,
Cornhole.
of course, Tetris has a scene. Okay, why wouldn't it? It's not a big scene, but it's not.
It's there.
It's not like really. It's still there. It's actually gotten some recent press around the 2020s anyway. So, with there was a kid that won like the big Tetris major at like a really young age. I forget what his name is. It's like Joseph or something. I forgot, but I just remember that it's really fun to watch. The thing is that you think that these guys would be playing the most like recent game or something like that.
Wasn't there a kid here recently that beat Tetris? Like
Yeah.
like-
And then a
And they got
British
slander because
Yeah,
of it.
then a British news person told him to go outside and go make friends, which is
Very
because-
British of them.
you cast the news. There's no other ones watching.
That's
You
a-
go outside.
It's a very.
The thing is
it's a very very British thing.
I mean, it continues that what game? Like, do you think they would play like the this recent
Yeah.
version, right? No, they stick to the '87 version on the NES because it is considered one of the better versions. It's one of the more difficult versions, and you can do this nice little thing called rolling, where you smack the back of the controller
Yeah.
and get more inputs.
That's.
It's genuine.
I see the movement when it comes to that. I'm like,
It's genuinely impressive. I like it.
that is impressive.
Yeah, no, the thing is that I'm pretty sure there's a reason why NES Tetris still costs probably $60. So either way, it's pretty cool. I'll say, like, check it out when you have free time. It's actually kind of fun to watch. Like, it's one of those things you just kind of throw in the background, then you turn around and you're just stuck watching for 20 minutes. It's one of those things. It's like a fan of that.
It's just shapes.
Shapes and colors. Barely
You
any
know what?
colors sometimes.
Put Subway Surfer at the bottom of the screen.
Please don't. Please don't. Get that. Get that. I know we need retention. I said get out of here. I know we need retention, but not like that. Besides, isn't TikTok getting like wiped out? Anyway, what am I talking about that right now?
Politics.
This is the very interesting one. So it's a nice little program called Swift. SWIFT. What do you think this is?
Swift.
Swift.
Taylor Swift Simulator.
Oh. Close. It is a virtual cycling program.
It actually doesn't even sound that bad.
It's
So
actually
is it
kinda-
just like what they do on the Peloton and stuff?
it's basically a Peloton, but you get like the race, like racing.
That's what you can do on Peloton, you can
Virtual Tour de
Yeah,
France.
you get
It's,
in
it's the
class.
same. It's the same difference. No, not really the same difference. Basically, you have like this like little like avatar, a bunch of little avatars that's representing everyone else. And basically, you get a pedal. You can pedal so fast. And there's power ups too, like when it's Mario Kart.
It's Mario Kart.
So like,
for-
so either like, you can pedal and stuff, and like you get this little feather and you go faster, or like you can make people go slower.
Mhm.
It's kind of funny because there's a guy on TikTok I come across every now and then that I find, and it's actually genuinely fun.
See, like that right there. If the news reporter saw that and said, "Go outside," you know what? I wouldn't have been as mad. But honestly,
That's
it's still
good
it's
exercise.
still pretty cool. It's still pretty cool. I like it.
There's also other bikes you can unlock as well, which leads into.
So you're telling me this is a pay-to-win game?
No.
Wow.
It's funny I'm saying that because we're actually getting into. This is the one I remember I told you about this segment. This is the one with the controversy. This actually has a controversy. So, during one of the events they held, which yes, there is a national championship for this.
Lance Armstrong got it.
Cameron Jeffers won the championship and then later was stripped of the title and fined for illegally acquiring the fastest bike in the game through a program that moves your character without pedaling. So basically, one of the fastest bikes in the game, I did lower system. It's basically a Tron bike, and you have to like push like so many watts out to be able to get the bike. All he did was it was a little like program where like you punch in like how many watts you want to go and it sets your character at that, and you unlocked it like through that way. This whole entire thing that happened was later dubbed robo doping, and it's probably the weirdest esports scandal to ever happen.
The man Lance Armstrong his way to a championship.
And he got caught doing it.
You're gonna deny him?
History repeats itself. History repeats itself again because then Lance
Lance didn't lose a nut for nothing.
he lost his virtual nut. That's all that happened.
Man,
I don't know, but
he's-
he's also banned from the Swift competition now. Actually, he's
Oh,
only
no.
banned from Swift itself. Actually, too.
he's gotta go pedal
So
outside.
he's got to go on Peloton now.
Peloton, watch out!
Peloton or outside.
Yeah.
The robo doper is out there.
No, okay. This is also another really weird one that I found. Dead by Daylight also has one,
Yeah.
which, by the way, has been very popular for IO for some reason. I don't understand the game. I understand how the game works. I just don't understand the appeal behind it. But it somehow has a competitive scene.
You didn't find that until I told you, hey, they had tournaments for that. You know that?
Well, no, I had an idea they probably did, but then you said something about it. So I actually looked into it, and there is a very, very small scene.
Yeah.
They don't play for money. They play for in-game currency.
Which
honestly,
is it's very expensive in game. Like,
Yeah,
it's worth it.
It's very. I'm down,
And
honestly, to do it.
I could not find the rule set. I don't know how it works.
Because you sit there and do what someone told me the other day. I think Aston looked it up and found something. But they actually do a pick ban.
Oh yeah, no, they pick ban. That's right.
Yeah, they there's certain perks in the game you get. The killers will ban certain picks. Survivors will ban certain
Perks,
maps,
stuff like that.
perks, and they would go like that
Well, the things are like
And
how
I'm
do you
pretty
score?
sure it's-
That's all I want to know.
I'm so
How to
pretty
score.
sure.
based on how many times the killer kills you. Probably the
Generators.
hooks, gens, and
Well, I'm saying
survivors.
there's like a team game is a solo
So
game.
I'm pretty sure it's four survivors of one team versus one killer of another team,
and then they
and then
flip.
vice versa.
They flip. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so that
That's probably how it works.
either way, I don't
It
understand.
sounds fun. I'm
It
down.
does sound fun, but honestly,
understand how it
I
works.
get burnt out of games pretty quick. So
Give me another 100, 200 hours of Dead by Daylight. I'm down.
Well, like I don't understand how the game works. Either way, it deserves to be on this list. 'Cause
if
it
you play
happens.
Doctor, you should go find another game. Go play Swift. All right.
Go
Go get on a Peloton, fat ass.
Dylan didn't find that funny.
Okay, another one. Okay, so I'd rather wrap this into two because, once again, really hard to find information. But Splatoon and Mario Kart, and the reason why they lumped together because it's both Nintendo games and got screwed over, just like Smash did. But you know, this is a classic case of let's turn this game made for children and make it a breakneck esports title for no reason.
I don't understand it because I already feel like the next game is Mario Party. They're gonna make Mario Party.
It's funny you say that Alpha Red runs tournaments for it every now and then. But that's because it's mostly just YouTubers. It's just for fun. But
If it's for fun, then yeah, it makes sense. If it's an actual esport
here's
itself,
the
why?
thing. majority of stuff for like Splatoon is mostly done through high schools. I'll
Yeah.
bet that right now. It's mostly high school stuff, and like there's like a small little crowd that still do it. After.
I think even Esports Ohio, which is like some high school esports,
Yeah.
I think they do it for the middle school.
Probably.
Maybe.
Jackson Middle School is Mario Kart.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's not
Jackson
Jackson.
High
Jackson
Wait, high
Middle and
school?
High does have Mario Kart.
Oh.
Mario Kart also has a small scene.
John also coaches Mario Kart.
He's a busy
You
man.
never know.
Nintendo.
Look at it now. Man,
Sign this man.
sign him. Man, Mario Kart does have a very small scene as well. Mostly, like I said, tailored to like high schools and stuff. But also, but majority of things for Mario Kart is like mostly like time trials and also actual like tournament rule sets and stuff. However, we're probably not going to be seeing these games hitting mainstream because Nintendo sucks and created new guidelines and screwed over every single game, including Smash and the two that were previously stated. So
And it sucks.
yeah,
It's
funny.
Smash esports is actually pretty popular.
It's funny too because like in one of the trailers for Splatoon 2, they were running the esports crowd. That's the most ironic thing.
That's very ironic.
It's very ironic. Until Nintendo decides to play, well, it decides to have fun. We're stuck just playing with our friends.
Nintendo equals no fun.
Okay,
No
and
wonder
then
they can't do
here's the
Pokemon
one
Go.
that I'm very excited to talk about: Farming Simulator.
I get ads for that on TikTok all the time. On
Yeah.
the league.
I don't know who thought. I don't know who thought like you like looked at like the game or like was playing. What's it called? Like he was playing like Farming Sim. It was like I need this to be a competitive game. I need to make this a fucking sport.
I want to see the rule set on this.
Well, it's funny you said that because I actually have a little bit of it. There are pick bands. Basically, there's a special game mode called Arena, and there are pick bands for maps and tractors that you use, and they run an actual franchise league where the teams are specific to just that, well, to just farming sim.
That's insane.
The objective is you pick up and move bales to bales of hay to a specific location, and you score points through that. I don't know if it's like fastest one does it, or if there's a way to like hinder your opponents from scoring or not. Either way, I think it's pretty funny. The thing is also, Rio Grande can really benefit from a team like that because Bob Evans Farm is in spitting distance from this.
Yeah. It would be coincidence. It'd be like, ooh, we have a farming simulator team.
We have Bob Evans right
We
now.
have Bob Evans. Let's learn straight
Partnership,
from them.
partnership.
I mean
baby.
that, and also could you imagine the land event you could host in that?
Oh yeah, the battle on the farm.
Battle.
Down at the farm,
They're saying when they have the down on the farm, not down on the farm, when they have the what's it called?
Balls
Yeah, the Bots Fest, you can have like a PC
Yeah.
set up for it. That'd be awesome.
That's
The
so
thing is that
funny.
This is mostly like a European thing too. So like you see like teams from like Germany and like stuff like that, like playing this, but it actually has kind of a popular scene, believe it or not.
I might watch this after that.
It's
after
genuine.
this.
I watched the game at work. It is probably one of the funniest things I watched in a long time.
Probably
Only
got
thing
some,
I know
like-
about Farming Simulator is whenever my brother played it one time, he accidentally somehow flipped his car into the sky, and then immediately after that said, "I don't know what I'm doing," and then jumped off the game.
That sounds like a very sad thing to do.
I remember screaming, she thinks my tractor's sexy, and then
Oh my goodness.
I've seen someone set up before for Farming Simulator. He was actually in a tractor. He took the head off of tractor and had it sitting there, and he had his PC set up right there on the window, and he had the actual gear shifts and everything like that, and just was sitting there playing like that. Like he was actually driving a tractor. I was like, "Go outside and do it yourself."
Now, here's the real thing. Like, if you had to pick one game to be an esport now, no matter what it is, what would you guys pick?
Like out of those,
Out of anything.
Anything?
Oh,
Any game you've
goodness.
played right now. Like, what would it be?
Any esport.
Then why is yours Friday Night Funkin'? Is the real question.
it should be. It really should be.
Okay, look, that means a Guitar Hero should be there.
Yes, I will agree. Guitar Hero should be an esport.
The funny thing is that they actually run Clone Hero tournaments every now and then. It's actually kind of interesting.
But
Minecraft, I'm hearing Minecraft
Like-
from over there from the people who invented the Minecraft
rule set.
rule set for
But-
Esports Ohio.
Friday Night Funkin' is like it's easy because you can probably just have people do certain songs, and then the person who has the highest score wins that.
It's a lot easier if you like single it to like if there's like a Guitar Hero or something, or like because people use like Clone Hero now, it'd be hard to like dial in like a map pool
Yeah,
because it's like you have endless things. But if it was like Guitar Hero 3, then you're stuck with so many songs.
Yeah.
Even then, like there's only so many songs you can score high on. So either way, I don't know, Devin. What do you think? What would you like to see become an esport?
Polygon.
Honestly, I would tear up a Polygon. You give me a competitive Polygon, I would probably tear up because if you don't know what Polygon is, it's a indie shooter, indie first-person shooter that's a lot like Battlefield, and
It's like a Battlefield and Call of Duty.
It's like Battlefield, Call of Duty.
Siege had a baby.
It has the mechanics of PUBG.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Like if you like, it's
You
hard
have
to
the lane
explain.
mechanics.
It's hard to explain what it feels like, how that feels, but like the movement feels like PUBG. Like because like you have a certain amount of sprint. Like when you jump, you're only stuck to like one side. You can't like glide. So,
Oh, he's good now. Okay.
wait, what was up with me?
No.
Was I
What
peeking?
about- No, we'll worry about later.
Oh boy.
Okay. Anyway, I feel like for me though, I feel like, my pick for like in like a weird esport. God, I really don't know. Actually, I haven't really thought.
That's
about
what
this.
I was thinking. I just
Oh,
think Polygon.
Crunker.
Ah, yes.
Okay. Quake needs to live in some kind of way, and it needs to go through some stupid browser game I played when I was in high school. That's what it needs to be.
Crunker is very fun.
Crunker's goated. I don't
I
care
love
what tell me. Thank you. Crunker's fun. Shout out Crunker. I actually got when I was like streaming when I was streaming consistently. I streamed Crunker one time and got like 20 views concurrent. So
I'm pretty sure
I think that's a sign.
if you're streaming it or something, it actually like
It
shows
tells
you.
it tells you the top
the stream.
of my streams. Yeah, so I got free advertisement because I was streaming on Crunker. So that's fun. Anyway, that's all I really got written down. Anyone else want to say anything?
I don't got anything.
You got anything else you want to say, Devin? As you do the 1,000-yard stare into the mic.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, wrap it up here, guys. My name is Sharon Walker. Thank you, Goal, for showing up.
Aye.
Devin McDonald. Yeah, so thank you for watching, listening, or whatnot, how you're consuming this product. Either way, I don't know how to finish this.
Don't break the new setup already. Just dropping out one.
All right. Cut.
Got it.
Okay, so,